Here with us now, automotive expert and founder of Car Coach Reports, Lauren Fix. Lauren, welcome back. I drive a Tesla and I always hit start self-driving and it's never an issue. But these vehicles, as you know, are becoming more advanced with cameras, sensors, driver monitoring systems that track everything you do. For people who may think this sounds like science fiction, how much of this technology is already in these cars?
Oh, the technology is pretty much there. Now, Tesla's probably one of the most advanced systems. I have a friend who has a Tesla. He's driven 2,000 miles without even touching the steering wheel, which is, in my opinion, not good practice because it's like riding a bicycle. If you don't ride it often, you don't get the skills of paying attention and everything. So you still have to pay attention to the road. But this is a completely different thing. This is back in 2021 under the Biden administration. They passed a law under the Infrastructure Act, and that was meant for roads and bridges. And hidden in there was those flock cameras that collect all your data, but also section 24220, if you want to look it up, it is the kill switch. And they're not calling it that, they're calling it driver impaired systems. Now, some lobbyist was able to slide this in and we have been unable to get it removed. What it does is it tracks information, some already being collected, in additional information. It tracks your eyes, which we know because I'm sure on any vehicle that you have that's newer, it says, oh, you might want to take a break, get a cup of coffee. You've seen that a lot of different brands,
right?
Because they want to make sure you're looking at the road. I get that. But now they're advancing this to a whole new level. We know that our phones already listen to us, but now those center screens are also going to listen. We know for 100% fact, and I've actually interviewed the one of the leaders of the company, the rear view mirror collects all that data also. There's two little cameras in there, and what they do is they not just track the driver, the passenger, second, third row, so it knows your pets, your kids, your passengers, and it collects all that data. All that data mixed with your eyes, mixed with what it's listening to, is going to be added in with one thing that has not been developed yet. But believe me, they're moving fast. When you press your start stop button, it's going to detect whether you have something in your system that a computer, not a human, I know, you're going to blow your mind, decides if you're safe to drive.
I don't like that. I don't think many people do. I mean, this is raising a lot of red flags. What are these systems actually designed to do, Lauren?
Well, it depends on the brand. And what happened is there's $450 million that was put into this Section 4220. It's supposed to go to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. And talking to people that I can get a hold of, because of course they make themselves difficult to reach, they were basically saying it's going to some NGOs, it's going to some different lobbying firms to educate people, but they're already expecting a 20% failure rate. So how this works, so that everyone understands: you buy your vehicle, you need to go somewhere, you press the button to start it like you do today, and the vehicle starts up and you go. But if the car thinks like General Motors has something called gate walking, and they have not used it yet. They have a patent on this, and I'm actually tracking down every brand's patents right now, so it's going to take me some time. But I found General Motors, as you walk toward the vehicle, it's going to decide if you're safe to drive. Now, what if you had a leg day at the gym, or maybe you twisted your ankle? It's going to see, wow, you might not be safe to drive. And Ford has a biometrics where they're not just tracking your eyes, they're checking all the information, putting it together, and a computer's going to make a decision if you're safe to drive. And now you're thinking, well, this is all understandable. We don't want people drinking and driving or under the influence of anything. Nobody's in favor of that.
Right.
So they use that to pass it through. And Representative Thomas Massie, Chip Roy, Representative Self, there's been a couple of them up there, Byron Donalds, have all said, hey, I know there's on both sides, because even AOC doesn't like this. They've all said, hold on, we don't like this, but it would take more than 50% in order for them to strip it out of the law. So it's been read twice on the House floor. Both times it passed, leaving the funds in there. And I want to know where those funds are going, because that says a lot to me. Somebody was making money.
And you're right. This could create a lot of situations where drivers are wrongfully flagged as impaired, whether it's stress, gym day, medical condition, emergency situation.
Anything.
Anything. How real is that concern? How far away do you think we are from that technology being reliable?
Reliable is one thing. In place, very soon. We're already starting to see cameras. I review cars also on my Car Smarts channel, and I was just testing. I won't say the brand, so I don't get backlash on it. But I was test driving a brand, and you can't accelerate if it thinks there's another car in front of you. You can't go into a corner a little more aggressively than you think. The car actually won't let you accelerate. In Europe today, this is in place. This is functioning. So if it thinks that you are under stress, it won't start. This vehicle won't get you. Now think of, there's a million scenarios. Your mother needs you, your kids need you,
Right.
your wife's had delivering a baby, someone at work needs you, it's a rush. Or what if you're a first responder, a fireman or a policeman? You're going to be under stress to get there to help someone else or yourself, and you're not going to be able to do that because the car's going to say, hold on, you're too stressed. And how is it going to do that? Eyes, it's going to listen in the car. It's already watching in your car, collecting that data. And that decision is being done by a computer. It's not being done by a person sitting in Detroit going, I think you're okay. So the problem is now what I call you're in kill switch jail. I should probably patent that term, but or copyright it because I've been using it. Kill switch jail is how do I get out of it? You can't call your local dealer. You can't call the police department or manufacturer. There's no one to call to get out of it. The car will decide when it thinks you've had enough time to calm down. Now, if you're in a panic going somewhere, you're going to get even more stressed. You're going to get even more upset. And collecting all that data, plus what's going through those flock cameras, it knows your license plate, what your car looks like, who you are, where you're going. Your phone does this too. Take all that data together and all those data centers that you're constantly talking about on this channel and literally everywhere. And all that data is going to be used to decide, are you safe to drive? Now, the problem is we'd like to get this removed. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of backlash. So how would you do that? Well, the House would have to pass the bill. They're going to strip the funding, pass it to the Senate, and then the president would sign it. The problem is we need to speak out. We need, I don't care where you stand politically, this affects everybody.
Yeah, this is mind-blowing. I don't think many viewers know that this is happening right now. Lauren Fix, I was looking forward to this conversation, and boy, you gave me something to think about. Maybe I won't be hitting self-driving for my Tesla anymore. Thank you so much, Lauren. I'll see you soon.
If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and check out our car review channel, Car Smarts. You can support me by buying me a cup of coffee, and if you want even more content, check out the links in the description. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.